Hey everybody, it's Amanda here from Bellevue Oils, and it's our cooking in the kitchen week. And behind the camera is Sarah. And that was her hand, in case you didn't know what that was. She's going to be joining me in a little moment, but she's going to be operating the camera just to help show you some of the things that we're going to be doing. So our topic for today was really winter warmers. And as the cooler months are approaching for our winter, our bodies crave to be warm. So things that we're putting into our digestive system the first thing in the morning should really be warming, so that you are setting yourself up with a really good fire in your belly to digest your food, but also to maintain your health through these cooler months. So of course we're going to be talking about oils that we're going to be using, but the first recipe we're going to do is what I like to use is a quinoa porridge. I've never really tolerated normal oats in a porridge, so this to me is a great way for my digestive system to enjoy still that heartiness, but to not have the sluggishness through the colon. But I'm going to be poaching some pears today. So I've got a pear already done. I've already peeled the pear and then cut it up, and what I've done is I've put it into a pot and just put a tiny little bit of water, not even enough really to cover the top of the pears, because as they poach they're going to be creating their own juice anyway, so that'll start to add to the juicing. But what I'm going to do that's really special is I'm going to use the oils to enhance the flavor of the poaching. So the ones I'm going to be making use of is your standard lemon, wild orange, cardamom, ginger, and a drop of cinnamon. Now other oils that you could easily put in, because in the past I've used actual clove bud, the physical form of it, so clove you could put in. But if you don't have any or all of these oils, another great option is just to use your On Guard. So the On Guard oils that are in here is wild orange, clove, cinnamon already, eucalyptus and rosemary as well, which add a nice sort of hit to that as well. So what are we going to do? We're just going to go really light with the oils, just one of each. Remember, lemon oil is quite runny and liquid, so you just, a little trick that I go, as it drops down, I'm already tilting it up again just to make sure that it doesn't slip out. And then one of the wild orange. Oh, that one got two. And that's going to happen to you as well. The ginger, I mean, who doesn't love poached pears and ginger? It's just like a classic taste. Boom. And then a cardamom. Now, cardamom is a beautiful spice again, used in a lot of Indian style cooking for their sweet treats. So just go light with this one as well. One drop is enough. So what I'm going to do with my cinnamon, because the cinnamon bark is quite a strong flavor, although it's what we want to add in, I'm going to use my toothpick here. So taking a toothpick and then just putting it into the little oil dispenser at the top, just roll it around a little bit so that you get it nicely coated. And then what I'm going to do from there, you can see the coating on that, I'm just going to pop it into the pot. And we're going to start making that boil away in the background. So I'm going to let it go for about 10, maybe 15 minutes, but I'm going to keep my eye on it just to make sure that as it reduces, it doesn't get so sticky. If I need to, I can always add a bit more water to it. So I'm going to step away and give you that. And then Sarah, you're going to come around and play with us here. Yes. And talk about a few things while I start this.
Okay.
Wait, the microphone's going away.
So something I've really been enjoying actually in my evenings is a nice warm lemon and ginger drink with a bit of honey. So last night I had a lovely little concoction. It was probably a bit of a power hit, but I really enjoyed it. I used lemon oil, lime oil, and ginger. So we don't always have a lemon hanging around, we don't always have a lime or ginger, but we do have these beautiful little bottles sitting in our cupboard. So I'm just going to add one drop of lime. I think
that was two, Sarah.
I don't mind it nice and punchy. One drop of lemon and a drop of ginger, which gives it that really nice spicy warming, really does warm your belly. There we go. Okay, I like a little bit of honey in mine, but you don't have to. Just gives it that little bit of sweetness. Teaspoon of honey. Who doesn't love honey?
Honey.
And then I'm going to get some hot water.
Yum.
And stir that through
Until the honey melts.
until the honey melts and dissolves. Smell that.
Wow, that's good.
It's going to be punchy, I reckon.
So you said you had that for tea in the evening.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So what is really good again in the mornings is if you're drinking a warm water, so half boiled and half room temperature, and then with a drop of lemon is very cleansing for the digestive tract, really sets you up well for the day.
And alkaline.
And alkalining too, which is what we really want to do.
It's going to be a little bit hot. Probably need to add some cold water, but let's have a little taste. Lovely.
Punchy.
Yeah, punchy.
Well, I don't mind sharing with you if I
Okay,
can have
you
a
can have a
taste.
tin.
Thanks. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
So that's also a fantastic tonic for if you're starting to get any sort of rundown feelings or flu-y, or, you know, just sometimes we can get that emotion coming through. Having some of this just to brighten up your system on the inside is also good.
Yeah.
And like Sarah said, if you don't have the fresh ingredients, this is a beautiful replacement.
Absolutely.
And, you know, sometimes when you're traveling and you just want a tea of some sort, these are fantastic little options. So you can choose any of the flavors or the oils that you like, and just adding that to a little bit of hot water is awesome.
I love what you do. You keep like the citrusy oils in your bag, and when we go out to the restaurant, if someone has wine, Amanda always pops it in her sparkling water, which is a really nice option.
So it looks like I have wine or
So,
champagne, but I don't.
She's on the side. That's cool.
Excellent.
All
All right, so let's just then gather up our breakfast. So that's boiling away in the background, but I've already pre-boiled some so that this makes it a little bit quicker and easier. So the other thing that I always do is I mix up a batch of quinoa and buckwheat groutes. And I do a cup of each in some boiling water, just like I would cook up rice using the absorption method. And then I have that standard in my fridge for basically for winter, and I just keep adding. So what I've done here is I've warmed up some of the quinoa and I've added in a little bit of cocoa quench just to make it a little bit more fluid and liquidy, because otherwise it could be quite dry inside. And then I have just an assortment of chopped up nuts and some pepitas, but you could add sunflower seeds, you could add goji berries, you could add different nuts, whatever you've got available. We're just going to top that to the brim. And then, of course, our magic ingredient, which is the poached pears, but really what's not only the pear flesh, but it's going to be the juices that you really want to take and pour that all the way over, because the juice is where all of those oils will also have infused. And then our last little topper, remember you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but just taking a nice little scoop or dollop of some koyo just to make it look fancy. Now, I'm going to do the honors. Sarah's never tasted this before with the pears, so dig in, my friend.
Okay. Take a little bit of everything. Oh, it's delicious. That's my lunch sort of thing. You going to try some?
Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell, not me, tell our audience, what are you tasting?
Okay, so I love the different textures in there. You've got the little bits of crunch. You've got the really nice, soft fleshiness of the pear. I'm just going to try a pear on its own.
Pear on its own, yeah. That's our star of the day.
It's just more flavoursome. It's got that little bit of infusion, that little bit of poppiness.
Depth, I like to call it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking
Depth
for.
of flavour.
And then the cream, you've got to have a little bit of creaminess as well with the koyo. So lovely. I'm definitely going to try this tomorrow. I'm going to have it for breakfast.
Fantastic.
Yeah, nice work.
Awesome. So anything else we want to add for today's sesh?
No, I just, it's so easy. I just, it's not like something difficult, and be creative. The oils can be incorporated into your life so easily. You've just got to think, what do you make every day, and how can I then put my oils into it? And there's so many of them that you can use in your food. So get creative. Have a look in your box, even if it's just a lemon oil that can be used anywhere. Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody, and we hope you've learned something. If you'd like to, give us a thumbs up or share along, or just comment below on anything that sounds attractive to you.
Yeah, you might even have some lovely ideas what you like to have for breakfast.
Yeah.
Let us know. We always like to learn new things. So.
Absolutely. So the other thing I wanted to say is if you need essential oils in your life and you haven't already got a doTERRA wholesale account, please get in touch with us. Or if you were sent this link from somebody who already has an account, go back to them and let them help you set up an account.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you already do have oils in your life and you haven't yet explored outside of the top 10, here's a great opportunity for you to do that.
Absolutely. Well, that's all from us. I'm going to go drink my tea. Cheers.
And eat your lunch.
Thanks, guys.
See ya, bye. Are you going to turn off our camera?
I am.
Oh, how are you going to do that with your hands full?